Hello and welcome to the Lifeguard Shack. This one is a new one. This one's gonna be new. This is like a bonus episode. I wanted to squeeze one in this month because it's gonna be a good month. And there's a lot of stuff going on. I just wanted to make sure I got another episode out. I'm gonna try and get them out when I can in these like months. I've been saying I want to get like 2 out a month. So in months where I can, I think I'm gonna pick it up, do 2 a month, and then in months where I can't, I'm just gonna just continue to do the one. So yeah, that's just to give you guys some more insight. I don't want to slow down on content. I actually want to pick up on content because I just like creating, even if it does pay or if it doesn't. That's still not the goal here. The goal is just to create content that's everlasting. So yeah, and with that, we're going to get into the podcast and just see everything that I've come up with over these last few weeks and just give you guys a little bit of insight on what's been happening with the brand, what we've been up to, and just everything that's been happening. So with Behind the Brand, we have been doing all right, I'd say. Like, the clips have been doing great. We got a new large audience from the clips. So the clips have helped a lot. Like, I think you guys are really liking the clips. I've been posting them on my main. It's Tropez. So you can find me there. Or you can find them on the Lifeguard Shack channel page on Instagram. So make sure you go look for that. It is something that is worthwhile. The clips are definitely on there, and you'll be able to see them. I think it's a good way to get some insight on what we're doing and see the transparency that we're trying to bring to you guys and everything that's just happening. And we're just trying to spread positivity, high tides with good vibes, as you see in the bio. That is something that we really believe in and really want to stick to because, good vibes are something you don't really see nowadays. I'm not even going to get into bad vibes. I'm just going to stay positive and just ride with that because it's the Lifeguard Shack, baby. High tides and good vibes. And with that, we're going to get into some good vibes and some high tides with beach destinations and beach culture. This is something I wanted to hit on because, beach destinations are all around the world, but only in certain locations. And one of my friends told me, hey, where you moving? And I thought about it. And I said some locations, and that person was like, there's no water there. Where's the water? And I'm like, oh my God, I really never really thought about water. It's something that I should have as my life. I've always wanted to live on some water. I'm not gonna say I never thought about water, but I've always wanted to live on a piece of water. But it's where do I want to put that piece of land at to have the water? And even with the business, I want to have something that's on the water so people can see. But get into this personal story, it just made me think, where am I going to go to find a place that just has water and I'm going to be able to relax and then have a city? And, one place that hit me was Fort Myers Beach. Fort Myers Beach, it just has some pristine beaches. The boats, some of the boats there are the most beautiful beaches and some of the most beautiful boats you'll see out there in the Gulf. And the powdery white sand and the clear turquoise water will create a scene and a really relaxing environment. It really will. When I went there, it was oh my gosh, it was heaven on earth. And then for the visitors to enjoy, that is just something I think you would really enjoy, especially if you guys have never been to Fort Myers. And I think Fort Myers Beach has it all. Getting around on the island along with the beaches is You gotta get around by moped, because if you have a car, it's gonna take forever to get from here to there, because it's like one strip. It's like entirely one strip. So you gotta just figure out, like, hey, here, there, here, there. And I went twice. I've only went twice. If I go back another time, I think I would do the same thing I did the last time. The last 2 times that I went. Just get a moped, drive around, and just, wing it, man. Because that's just what it is. You just get a moped, you drive around, and you just wing it. And I think the stunning sunsets is also something that plays a factor into it. It's one of the most breathtaking sights in Fort Myers Beach is the sunsets. Like, that's just one of the most Like, the sky turns into a canvas of orange, pinks, and purples, including providing a picture-perfect view for anyone looking for unwinded after a day of fun in the sun. And I can equate to that. Like, that is something that I really believe in. Because when I went there, I think I took a lot of sunset videos because of just how beautiful the sunset was. I think we pointed that out, too. We were like, dang, the sunset. Like, look how nice that sunset is. And so, I started to think, what is the lively atmosphere like there? And it is a lively atmosphere. You have, if you go around spring break time, there's a lot of, party scene going on at the, 9-ish time. 9 till, 2. So you'll see a lot of, things going on, nightlife there. And then if you want to get away from that, you'll see... the adults just, there's, a little Times Square that they have. You can just go about in that Times Square and get whatever you want. That's resort friendly. It's almost like a resort on an island, because it is its own island. That's why I like it. It's its own island. And along with the vibrant atmosphere, with a range of entertainment options to suit the taste, from live music and dancing to outdoor festivals and events, there's always something going on in Fort Myers. And visitors can also enjoy a variety of restaurants, bars, and shops, making the picture-perfect destination for a fun-filled vacation. This isn't an ad or a sponsor for Fort Myers, but I just love it. Because, when I think about beach destinations, this is a beach destination. I think about Tulum. I think about let me see. I think about Tulum. I think about St. Tropez. I think about Mexico City. Well, not Mexico City, but Cancun. I think about Brazil, Argentina. Where else are some beaches some nice beaches? The Philippines, they probably have some nice beaches. I don't know, but there's a lot of good places. So you really just gotta take into account what you're getting and what you really think it is, because when you go with that, you like we said, beach destinations and beach culture. Beach culture, I'm gonna get into that now. Beach culture is a part of that, but you start to see it's just this laid back beach culture that they have. This Fort Myers has this laid back, relaxed vibe that attracts visitors looking for a slower pace of life. People here take their time enjoying the beach, soaking up the sun, and taking in the beautiful views. Now, it was fast when we were down there. You could meet people on the street like that. You're like, yo, where are you from? And someone would be like, I'm from so-and-so. And then you'd be like, oh, no way, you're from Talladega? We're from yada, yada, yada. Now they're like, what are you doing down here? And then they're like, well, what are you doing down here? You live in Talladega. And it's like, what? And then, you start a combo like that. It'd be the craziest combo. But it's just you just whoa. And that beach culture is just, everyone's just laid back and just trying to have a good vibe. And you think about the water activities and like the water sports that you can get into. There's plenty of stuff going on. Like, I remember I played beach volleyball with some females and some guys, and like, there's just all types of stuff to do. We were waterboarding. I don't really do. I don't really jet ski, but I want to jet ski. I don't really jet ski that much. But last time I went jet skiing, I think I went there, but I know they do have like jet ski setups and parasailing and stuff like that. It's a town of its own, and it's in America. It's in America. That's why I like it too. You don't have to leave the country to go to it. It's right here in America. And then, oh, you also have like swimming, kayaking, paddleboarding, and like you can rent the equipment or book a tour guide with one of these local outfitters, and I guarantee you they let you do it. That's all they have. They just have tons of stuff for people to just book and then go do, or if you bring your own gear, go do. And it's a family-friendly atmosphere. Fort Myers is a great destination for families with plenty of activities for children and adults alike. There are playgrounds, beach volleyball courts, and bike rentals available, as well as a variety of family-friendly events throughout the year. And like all that, you can just tell that it's definitely something that you could get a hold of. It's not something that's not available to the average person or the average listener, because I know all my viewers are not going to be millionaires. I know all my viewers are not going to be poor, though. I know all my viewers are not going to be middle class. But you guys get what I'm saying. Like, it's available to anyone. And I forgot about billionaires. There might be some billionaires listening. I don't know. I just upload and go. But I have a good idea of what's out there. And with that, all of that, you kind of just get into this idea on, like, where can I go with this? Like, how much time can I spend on beach culture and beach destinations to the point where it's like charisma does play an effect on those things? Because when you're thinking about beach culture and you're thinking about beach destinations, there's always been someone that's been a pioneer, a person that's had a personal magic of a personal magic of leadership, arousing special popular loyalty or enthusiasm for a public figure, such as a political leader. That is what charisma is, and why I think it's important. And I'll read it again. This is what charisma is and why it's important. A personal magic or leadership arousing special popular loyalty or enthusiasm for a public figure, such as a political leader. And with that, you can see what charisma is for a person. Charisma is for a person is the quality of being able to attract, charm, or influence those around you. It's usually easy to identify when someone is charismatic. It is, however, often much harder to say exactly what skills or qualities this person have that others less charismatic lack. Less charismatic people lack. And so that makes me think, can someone that's an introvert be charismatic? This is a totally different topic from last, so I tried to transition there. It didn't really work, but we're just moving on to charisma if you guys are a little lost. Yeah, I'm a little sporadic with the words, but we are moving on to charisma. That's the topic. That's the word that I want to bring up to you guys, and just hope that you guys would enjoy. So yeah, and just so you guys know, charisma is not just for extroverts. While charisma, while extroverts may seem more naturally charismatic due to their outgoing nature, introverts can cultivate their own unique brand of charisma. Charisma is about connecting with others, and introverts can do this just as effectively as extroverts, but in a different way. So with that, you can see that charisma isn't just for extroverts, and that charisma is for introverts. Like, you can tell that more than one person can definitely take on this task of being charisma. But it's that one person that sticks out. You don't have to be an extrovert to do this. Like, when I say more than one person, like, you don't have to feel that you have to be more than one person to do this. You can do this by yourself, and you can just build charisma by being an introvert and trying to adopt and adapt to those extrovert ways. Introverts can be great listeners. One of these strengths that introverts can bring to the table is that the ability to listen. Introverts are also good at reading between the lines, understanding the deeper meaning behind what others are saying, and picking up the subliminal cues that others might miss. This is what makes them great at building repertoire and connecting with others. I myself am an introvert, and I think this is true because, like, I can pick up on someone's cues, like, hey man, like, yada 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 yada, this and that, and they just don't really somewhat care for what I'm saying or like doing. Like, I'm just like, all right, but like, I won't play it off. But like, I just understand and accept, because that's just the way the world is. Like, I can't do anything about it, but like, the subliminal cues are what I look at as huge. It's like, okay, if you're gonna be subliminal, you might as well just say it to me, because I already know what you're saying, and you didn't have to beat around the bush with it. You could have just said it to me, because I would have just said it to you. Even though I am an introvert, I would still say it to you. You know? And introverts can be authentic. Other strengths of introverts is that their tendency to be authentic and genuine. Introverts are often strong, have a sense of self, and are comfortable expressing their true thoughts and feelings. This authentically can be very attractive to others. It can build trust and respect. So you can definitely tell that with that knowledge, you gain a little bit. You gain a little bit from that. I hope you do gain a little bit from that, because that's just, I gained a little bit from that when I was reading it, and I wrote it up, and it was this. It really made me think deep on how introverts can be authentic. I feel that I'm a very authentic person. I try to bring the most authentic content to you guys in the most authentic way. And, you know, they say introverts can be thoughtful and reflective, and when I do reflect back on that, I really do think deeply, and that's what it goes to say. It goes to say introverts can also think deeply about things, which can help them be helpful and insightful. Be helpful and very insightful and knowledgeable in the areas of expertise. This thoughtfulness and reflection can be very, very helpful and make them very compelling and interesting to others. And I'm not gonna go on and just brag and say all this stuff is me, because I don't know if I'm compelling to others. I hope I'm compelling to others, but I try my best to put out the content and just to be me. Like, even off cam, I try my best to be me. Like, I try not to make that read between the lines type of differential between off cam and on cam. So even that, it's like the same type of feeling, you know, same type of mentality. And so with that same type of mentality and same type of feeling, we get into digital product reviews. And the digital product review that I want to get into today is Snapchat. Snapchat is a digital product where creators can upload, promote, and share their music, podcasts, and other audio content. I started my music career on SoundCloud. I think it's a great place for new artists that want to start a career. I think SoundCloud is a good place because, like, even when I don't use it to upload music, I just listen for new artists because I don't know where else to find new artists at. There's other places like Twitter and like streams and stuff like that, but I don't like unless someone that can tell me some new artists. Like I normally find them on SoundCloud or on Apple sometimes, but normally SoundCloud. This is about SoundCloud. One thing SoundCloud's got to fix, though, is that their subscription, you can be verified, but you still got to pay to have skip music. Like, you got to pay to have the music to be skipped. Like, if I wanted to skip something, I feel like I should be able to skip it if I'm verified. Excuse me. But, like, that's just what I feel. And I'm getting aggressive with it, but that's just what I feel. And it has a large and diverse community, though, of users, including independent artists and musicians like myself, DJs, promoters, podcasters, and listeners from around the world. The platform offers both free and paid subscription options with different features and benefits for each. The free version includes basic functions like uploading tracks, creating playlists, and following other users, while the paid version offers additional perks like advanced analytics, promoted tracks, and more upload time. SoundCloud's interface is user-friendly and easy to navigate with simple search and discovery tools to help users find and explore new content. The platform also provides personalized recommendations based on users' listening history and preferences. One of the biggest strengths of SoundCloud is the social aspect. Users can connect with each other, share feedback, and collaborate on projects. The platform also enables creators to interact directly with their fans and build a loyal following. SoundCloud has some limitations, however. One common complaint is that abundance of low quality or spammy accounts and content, which can make it harder for users to find high quality tracks. Some users have also reported issues with copyright infringements and privacy on the platform. Despite these challenges, though, SoundCloud remains as a popular, influential platform for music and audio creators. Its unique features, large user base, and community supportive help make it a valuable resource for anyone looking to share their talents and connect with others in the industry. I think that is all true. I've never really ran into the copyright infringement. I know people try to use my tracks to like sell. I've had stuff leaked before, but like I've got it. Like it's never really gone that far, so I never really ran into the copyright infringement. But other than that, I think it's a really good platform for users that are starting up. Like artists that are starting up, I definitely say use SoundCloud because like it's this you get this ability to be authentically you. Like I was saying before, like you can post from your house and then start something that could take off like myself and then build off of that. Like SoundCloud is a good way to get your music distributed too. Even if you don't want to go into Apple or go into all these other marketers and stuff like that. And that's just a little background on SoundCloud and how I feel about it, and what I think about it. I really do think though that they should change it, because like, how can someone that's verified not be able to skip a song like without? Well, I can skip a song, but I can't skip ads. Like, I want to be able to skip ads. That's what I meant to say. How can someone that's verified not be able to skip ads on SoundCloud? That makes no sense. You gotta have Pro Plus, but you know, I don't make the rules. I just play my own. Eventually, one day they'll change them for me. You know, that's just how it goes. One day they'll change them for me. And with that, we come down to our last and final category for the day, and our last topic, and that is embracing failure as part of the creative process. You know, everyone has a failure of their creative instinct, and it's all a part of the process. In the creative process, you're gonna fail. We've all been there. And failure is the natural part. It's the nature and the natural part of the creative process. Creativity involves taking risks, exploring new ideas, and experimenting with new approaches. That right there says a lot, because when you think more about it, not every idea will work out, and failure is inevitable. This is important to recognize this and accept that failure is not a reflection of your worth or abilities. And along with that, reframing failure as a learning experience instead of seeing failure as a negative outcome, it can be reframed as a valuable learning experience. Failure provides feedback on what doesn't work, which can help you refine your approach and improve your skills by embracing failure as an opportunity to learn. You can use this springboard as a springboard growth and development. And I think that's so true. Like, you can bounce back and come back up. I think that's a good true statement, but like, I normally believe in the stay out till you come up, so you don't have to go through the failure process. But out there in the real world, they say that you will come up and you will go down and come up. But I'd rather just stay down until I come up. So, I don't know. It's a little mix of both. And I believe this method, this theory, I think it's a good method in theory. It definitely brings interest to my mind, because mistakes are opportunities for growth. Mistakes are failures, are opportunities to grow and learn. They can help teach you identity areas where you need to improve. You can lead to new insights and discoveries. Embracing mistakes as part of the creative process can help you stay curious, resilient, and motivated. And I think that is all true. I think it's like something that you gotta really just like get a grasp of and just take into account and just know that it's so true. Because you're gonna fail. Some people don't fail though. Some people I look at it and it just seems like they don't fail. They might not put it out there, but they just seem like they don't fail. But they probably fail. You know? We all fail. We all fail, but it's just how you get back up in the creative process, you know? And I hope that you guys enjoyed this episode. This is a good episode to listen to if you guys have some time coming out after your St. Patty's Day. You know, hope you guys had a good St. Patty's Day. And yeah, so I'm out of here. That was a good episode for you guys, Lifeguard Shack. Peace.